After watching today's video, some of you are going to say, who cares? And some of you are going to be thrilled that someone actually explained this niggling little bit that has been bothering you. Because today's video is about one of the many nuances in the English language. So I hope more of you are going to be in the, oh, that's really cool camp as opposed to the who cares camp. But you could definitely let me know in the comments below. So what in the world am I talking about? I'm talking about a pair of words, inquire, inquire. When you say them, they sound pretty identical. When you write them, they are spelled differently. One is spelled with an I, one is spelled with an E. So what's the deal? Do they mean the same thing? Are there differences in how they are used? What's going on? Well, stay tuned to find out. Hello, language lovers and language learners and intellectually curious folks everywhere. My name is Bakul Soman and welcome back to my channel. As always, I'm going to ask that if you like my videos, if you find them interesting, take a moment to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and take another moment to leave me a comment because I love hearing from you. So, inquire, inquire. What's the difference? The good news is they pretty much mean the same thing. They can be used interchangeably. There are two things going on here. The first thing is that there are some regional differences. In American English, there is just one form of the word that is used. We tend to use the word that starts with I. Inquire, inquiry, okay? In all contexts, we use inquiry or inquire. In British English, on the other hand, there are two forms of this word. Both inquire with an I and inquire with an E do exist and are used. And here is the subtle distinction in their usage. Traditionally, inquire with the E is used for general questions, whereas inquire with an I is used for formal investigations. So here are two sentences that will illustrate the difference between inquire with an E and inquire with an I. I inquired about the train schedule. Kind of general question. Inquire with an E. The committee will inquire into the funding allegations. Formal investigation, inquire with an I. So again, in American English, easy, I all the time. In British English, depending on the context, you will use inquire with an E for general questions and inquire with an I for more formal investigations. But here's the good news. No matter which one you use, you're not going to confuse your audience. Like I said, when you say these words, they are essentially identical in the way they're pronounced. There's a tiny bit of difference in the vowel usage at the beginning of the word, but not really. And in writing, if you do use inquire instead of inquire, people are going to know what you mean. But if you are a stickler for using the right word in the right context, then now you know when, if you are using British English or you're writing for a British English audience, maybe you want to use inquire with an E, and sometimes you want to use inquire with an I. As I said at the beginning of the video, many of you now might be saying, who cares? And some of you, hopefully more of you, will be saying, that is so cool, I never knew that, or that is so cool, that has always been bothering me. So let me know in the comments below which camp you fall into. Before you go, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and definitely leave me a comment. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.